From the spirits of children unaware that they are dead, to ghostly pranksters who exist to scare the living, the Garden State has terrifying hauntings around every corner. The Devil's Tree. The Devil's Tree is a solitary oak tree standing along Mountain Road and Basking Ridge. Legend says that the tree was used in several lynchings, and another story claims that a man hung himself here after killing his family. The tree is said to be warm to the touch year-round, and snow melts around it. Anyone who defaces the tree has been met by car accidents or engine failure when leaving the area. Odd noises are heard, and those brave enough to visit the tree at night report shadows moving through the darkness. Number 9. Shippen Manor. Shippen Manor was built in 1755 on the Shippen brothers' 4,000-acre Oxford estate. Staff and visitors report doors opening and closing on their own, items appearing from thin air in the middle of displays, and disembodied sounds throughout the old house. The apparition of a soldier has been seen, as well as a small boy in 18th century clothing and a woman in blue with her hair up. Footsteps are heard when the building is empty, and orbs of light have been known to show up in photos. Number 8. Hotel Macomber. Hotel Macomber was built in Cape May in the early 20th century. Staff and guests say that there are several spirits haunting this old building, the most notable being that of a former frequent guest. Throughout the hotel, footsteps are heard, doors open and close on their own, and several EVPs have been recorded. Room 10 is said to be the most active, with guests reporting a loud banging on the door, loud voices, and the eerie feeling of being watched. Number 7. Rowan University. Rowan University was founded in Glassboro in 1923. The spirits of former students and professors are seen roaming the campus. Bunce Hall has the most reports, including ghostly faces seen in mirrors, objects moving on their own, and extreme cold spots even on the hottest days. Lights turn on and off, and locked doors open on their own. Shadows move through dark hallways. Loud, unexplainable thuds are heard, and some have even been touched by unseen hands. The theater is said to be haunted by a ghost called Liz by students. She is believed to be the spirit of a former drama professor who is still watching over her old department. Number 6. The historic Burlington County Prison. The Burlington County Prison operated in Mount Holly from 1811 to 1965. The prison was known for its public hangings. Joel Clough was hung in 1850 for murdering his girlfriend. He is buried on the prison grounds and has been heard moaning and rattling his chains since his death. The tall, black shape of a man is seen in the basement, and a legless ghost is seen floating around the prison. Disembodied voices and blood-curdling screams are heard. Objects have been known to move or disappear entirely, and orbs sometimes show up in photos. Number 5. The Lakehurst Naval Air Station. On May 6, 1937, the German passenger airship known as the Hindenburg caught fire while attempting to land at the Naval Air Station in Lakehurst. 36 people were killed, and many believe their souls are still here. Hangar number 1 was used as a makeshift morgue after the disaster, and staff say you can still smell burning flesh from time to time. Screams of pain are heard at night, and shadowy figures dart through the darkness. The old hospital where the wounded were taken is now a clinic, and staff have heard footsteps when the building is empty, had lights turned out on them, and seen objects moved by unseen hands. Number 4. Allaire Village. Allaire Village was once a thriving, self-sustained factory town known as Howell Iron Works. Began by James Allaire in 1822, the town survived on the bog iron ore being mined here until declaring bankruptcy in the early 1950s. The Allaire family lived out the rest of their days in the big house, where the ghost of Hal, James's son, is still seen playing pranks on staff and visitors. Throughout the park, objects move on their own, candles flicker with no breeze, and locked doors are opened by unseen hands. Cold spots are felt, footsteps and whispers are heard, and shadows move in dark corners. Number 3. The Absecon Lighthouse. The Absecon Lighthouse was built in Atlantic City in 1857 following a shipwreck that left 311 people dead. The lighthouse was deactivated as a navigational aid in 1933, but is still lit for the Historical Museum. In 1905, a lighthouse caretaker saw the Jersey Devil himself land on top of the tower. Several apparitions ranging in age and appearance are seen in and around the lighthouse. Phantom tobacco smoke floats through the air, and footsteps are heard in the tower. The tower door opens and closes on its own, and dimes have been known to appear in random spots. Number 2. The Flanders Hotel. The Flanders Hotel was built in Ocean City in 1923. It held a speakeasy in the basement and is said to have been popular with the mobsters. The most famous ghost here is that of Emily, also known as the Lady in White. She is believed to be the spirit of a World War I soldier's girlfriend who is still waiting for her love to return from war. She is described as being in her early 20s, wearing a white dress, and is seen dancing, laughing, and singing. She has been known to unscrew light bulbs, rattle doorknobs, and has been seen peering through walls at guests. Several male and female entities have been seen in the ballroom area, and a young girl is seen in the lobby. A woman in her 30s is also seen from time to time. Unlike Emily, this apparition is said to appear gray, sad, and confused. Number 1. Jenny Jump State Forest. Jenny Jump State Forest is an area near Hope, shrouded in death, murder, and supernatural mystery. All those legends make it more than worthy of being number 1 on our list. Jenny is said to have been a young girl who, while exploring the mountain ridge around her family's cabin, was startled by a Native American watching her from the tree line. Her father, fearing for her safety, called for her to jump. Unfortunately, he was unable to catch her and Jenny jumped to her death. Visitors to the area have seen the ghostly figure of a little girl in a white dress skipping along the trail, her laughter echoing through the trees. Running alongside Jenny Jump State Forest is Shades of Death Road, an area known for its murders, lynchings, and a malaria outbreak in the nearby Ghost Lake. Ghostly figures are seen, odd sounds are heard, and cars routinely have issues while in the area. With the amount of death and darkness surrounding this beautiful area, it's no wonder we chose Jenny Jump State Forest as our number 1 most haunted place in New Jersey. There you have it. Those were our picks for the most haunted places in New Jersey.